Ingram is also dealing with the aftermath of the flooding. The Ingram Volunteer Fire Chief says the need is urgent, from cleanup help to basic supplies. Joining me live here tonight is Chief Diana Backus. Chief Backus in her office. It's good to see you. Thank you for taking the time, Chief.
Thanks for having me, Henry. I appreciate it.
Of course, I just sat down with you not too long ago to reflect on the year of last year's devastating flooding, and here we are again. And I know Mother Nature is unpredictable, but let's start here. Did you ever think you'd be facing another disaster like this one so soon?
No, sir, we truly did not. And really all we ask right now at this point is that everybody give each other a little bit of grace because none of us signed up for round two.
Absolutely. Grace is needed. I want you to kind of tell us this devastation, this go around compared to last year. What has Ingram been dealing with? What have you been seeing out there?
Well, of course, last year it was so tragic with the loss of life. We did have some loss of life with this flood, but it wasn't as numerous as last year. But so many of the residential neighborhoods have been struck by the flooding now. They're well away from the banks of the Guadalupe River. These were tributaries, and it was just direct heavy rainfall. In 24 hours, we got 26.2 inches of rain here at the fire station.
Just at the fire station.
Yes, sir.
Wow. And with that, for your volunteer, because I want to reiterate that, volunteer fire crews, what was the response during this flooding? What kind of work has your crew been up against, especially from last week?
Well, the first call we received was a vehicle that was submerged in the water out on Highway 39 with a person in it. We were able to respond and successfully rescue that individual. We were traveling in anywhere from 2.5 to 3 foot of water on the roadways just within the city of Ingram itself, trying to get to various locations where people were requesting help. The water was running down off of the hillsides into people's homes who had never had water in them before at all, ever. And so we spend a lot of our times responding to those types of calls.
Wow. Chief, you wrote me a couple of days after the flooding on a Sunday, and I got your email, and you wrote in there kind of giving me a description of what you all were seeing, but also saying that your heart was heavy after seeing what's happening. And I'm just curious, when I spoke to you last time about last year, what's been the hardest thing for you to witness this time around?
It's hard to see the very same people who were struggling to recover from last year, some of them who were actually in temporary homes because their homes haven't been repaired from the last flood. They were flooded out this time again. So, what few possessions they did have and things they were able to save, they're gone. Obviously, we're very thankful for the fact that we did not have the significant loss of life we had last year. Of course, even losing one person is a tragedy. But now these folks are trying to rebuild, and now they're starting all over again from square one.
And I think, Chief, it's fair to say that's not easy. You're having to do it all over again because of the same thing.
Yes, sir, that's absolutely correct. And a lot of the resources that we had last year have not shown up this year. We've had some resources that were with us last year that came immediately, but I would have to say, honestly, due to the fact that we didn't have the significant loss of life, we haven't had the immediate aggressive response to this flooding event as we did last year.
And with that point, Chief, I'm glad you brought that up. What are some of the biggest needs that you're hearing right now from the people in your area?
We need hot meals to be able to serve to these people, be it from our church organizations, which are trying the best they can. We do have an organization in here, Mercy Chefs. We're running them ragged, trying to serve meals for our entire community. As I said, our church organizations are trying to step up. We do have some individuals and private entities that are also trying to help. But what we need is food. We also need some non perishable items that people can take with them and be able to cook at home if they have the equipment there to be able to do so.
And dropping off those donations, Chief, I know last time your fire department was kind of like a hub. Are people okay to donate there?
Absolutely, we're more than happy to take in any type of donation anyone would like to send. Also, we do have tables set up here for people to come in and give their name, their address, and what needs that they have so that we can see if we can connect them with resources to meet that need.
All right, Chief Backus, we've got 30 seconds left. If there's one message that you want the people in our community to hear today, what would that be from you?
We definitely need help, but this is an area of persons who are resilient, They are neighbor helping neighbor. It is a struggle, but we'll overcome because we're going to be doing it together.
That they will. Chief Diana Backus with the Ingram Volunteer Fire Department. Chief Backus, as always, thank you for your time. It's so good to see you, even though it's virtually, and please stay safe out there.
Good to see you, Henry. Take care. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Take care, Chief.